The Book of Enoch is a Jewish pseudepigraphal text that is not considered part of the canon of the Hebrew Bible. It is usually dated to the 2nd century BCE, although some scholars believe it may have been written as early as the 4th century BCE. The text is named after its main character, Enoch, who is the great-grandfather of Noah in the Hebrew Bible. It is believed to have been written in the 2nd or 1st century BCE, although some parts of the text may be older. The text was written in Hebrew and was later translated into other languages, including Greek, Latin, and Ethiopic. One of the oldest attested copies of the Book of Enoch is a fragmentary copy that was found among the Dead Sea Scrolls. The fragment, which is written in Hebrew, dates to the 2nd century BCE and is believed to be based on an earlier version of the text. The fragment is significant because it provides evidence that the Book of Enoch was known and used by Jewish communities in the region around the time of Jesus. The Book of Enoch was widely circulated and highly regarded among early Jewish and Christian communities. However, it was eventually rejected by mainstream Jewish and Christian authorities and was not included in the canon of the Hebrew Bible or the Christian Bible. Despite this, the text continued to be widely read and studied by certain Jewish and Christian groups, particularly among the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, which regards the Book of Enoch as a canonical text. The oldest surviving copies of the Book of Enoch are written in Greek and Ethiopic. The Greek copies date to the 3rd century CE, while the Ethiopic copies are believed to be based on earlier Greek versions. There are also fragments of the text in other languages, including Latin, Coptic, and Syriac. Overall, the textual history of the Book of Enoch is complex and multifaceted. Despite being rejected by mainstream Jewish and Christian authorities, the text has had a significant influence on the beliefs and teachings of certain Jewish and Christian communities. The book is divided into 5 main sections: the Book of the Watchers, the Book of Parables, the Book of Heavenly Luminaries, the Book of Dream Visions, and the Book of the Epistle of Enoch. While the Book of Enoch is not considered to be part of the canon of the Hebrew Bible, it is considered to be an important text in some Christian traditions, particularly in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Some Christians believe that the Book of Enoch contains important teachings and prophecies that are relevant to their faith. The Book of the Watchers is the first section of the pseudepigraphal text known as the Book of Enoch. It tells the story of 200 angels, known as the Watchers, who are sent to earth to instruct humans in the ways of God. However, they become corrupt and begin to mate with human women, giving rise to a race of giants. The text describes the Watchers as being obsessed with earthly pleasures and unable to resist the temptation to indulge in them. As a result of the Watchers' disobedience, God becomes angry and decides to send a great flood to wipe out humanity. However, he spares Noah and his family, who are righteous and obedient to his will. The flood serves as a punishment for the Watchers' wrongdoing and a reminder of the importance of living a righteous life. The Book of the Watchers also contains a series of prophecies about the future, including the coming of a Savior who will defeat the powers of darkness and bring eternal peace to the world. The text describes the Savior as a figure of great power and majesty, who will be worshipped by all nations and whose kingdom will never end. In addition to its narrative and prophetic content, the Book of the Watchers includes accounts of Enoch's travels to heaven and his encounters with angels and other supernatural beings. These descriptions provide insight into the beliefs and mythology of ancient Jewish and Christian communities and offer a glimpse into the worldview of the text's authors. The Book of Parables is a collection of parables and stories that are attributed to Enoch, the main character of the Book of Enoch. These parables contain moral lessons and prophecies about the future and are believed to have had a significant influence on the beliefs and teachings of early Jewish and Christian communities. One of the most well-known parables in the Book of Parables is the story of the shepherd, who represents God and is responsible for caring for and protecting his flock, which represents humanity. The shepherd is depicted as being just and fair, and he rewards those who follow his commands and punishes those who do not. This parable teaches the importance of obedience to God and the consequences of disobedience. Another prominent parable in the Book of Parables is the story of the eagle, which represents the kingdom of heaven. The eagle is described as being strong and majestic, and its wings represent the protection and guidance that it offers to those who seek refuge under them. This parable teaches the importance of seeking refuge in God and trusting in His protection and guidance. In addition to these and other moral tales, the Book of Parables contains a series of prophecies about the future, including the coming of a Savior who will bring salvation to the world. These prophecies are believed to have had a significant impact on the beliefs and teachings of early Jewish and Christian communities, and are often seen as foretelling the coming of Jesus Christ. Overall, the Book of Parables is a rich and multifaceted text that offers insight into the moral and spiritual beliefs of ancient Jewish and Christian communities. Its parables and stories serve as cautionary tales, reminding readers of the importance of living a righteous life and the consequences of disobedience. However, it is important to note that the Book of Enoch is not considered to be part of the canon of the Hebrew Bible or the Christian Bible by most denominations, and is not considered to be a reliable source of religious teaching. The Book of Heavenly Luminaries is the third section of the pseudepigraphal text known as the Book of Enoch. It is a technical manual that provides detailed descriptions of the movements and functions of the sun, moon, and stars, as well as an account of the creation of the universe. The Book of Heavenly Luminaries begins with a description of the creation of the universe, including the creation of the celestial bodies that populate it. It explains that the sun, moon, and stars were created by God to serve as signs and indicators of the passage of time, and to provide light and warmth to the earth. The text then goes on to describe the movements and cycles of the celestial bodies, including their phases, eclipses, and other phenomena. It provides detailed technical information about the size, distance, and luminosity of these bodies, and explains how they interact with one another and with the earth. In addition to its technical content, the Book of Heavenly Luminaries also includes mythological and symbolic interpretations of the sun, moon, and stars. It portrays these celestial bodies as being imbued with divine power and meaning, and suggests that they have the ability to influence human affairs and the natural world. It also includes prayers and hymns that are addressed to these celestial bodies, expressing reverence and awe for their majesty and splendor. Overall, the Book of Heavenly Luminaries is a unique and multifaceted text that provides insight into the astronomical and cosmological beliefs of ancient Jewish and Christian communities. Its technical descriptions and mythological interpretations offer a glimpse into the way that these communities understood and related to the natural world, and the role that the celestial bodies played in it. The Book of Dream Visions is the fourth section of the pseudepigraphal text known as the Book of Enoch. It contains a series of dreams that Enoch has, which reveal to him the secrets of the universe and the future. These dreams offer insight into the beliefs and mythology of ancient Jewish and Christian communities, and provide a glimpse into the worldview of the text's authors. The Book of Dream Visions begins with a description of Enoch's first dream, in which he is taken on a tour of the universe and shown the wonders that it contains. Enoch is shown the movements of the celestial bodies and the secrets of the natural world, and is given insight into the mysteries of the future. This dream serves as an introduction to the themes and ideas that are explored throughout the rest of the text. Throughout the Book of Dream Visions, Enoch has a series of dreams that reveal to him the secrets of the universe and the future. These dreams include visions of the end of the world, the coming of a Savior, and the final judgment of humanity. These prophecies are believed to have had a significant impact on the beliefs and teachings of early Jewish and Christian communities, and are often seen as foretelling the coming of Jesus Christ. The Book of Dream Visions also includes accounts of Enoch's encounters with angels and other supernatural beings. These encounters provide insight into the beliefs and mythology of ancient Jewish and Christian communities and offer a glimpse into the worldview of the text's authors. These encounters often involve Enoch being shown visions of the future or being given instruction and guidance from the supernatural beings he meets. Overall, the Book of Dream Visions is a rich and multifaceted text that provides insight into the beliefs and mythology of ancient Jewish and Christian communities. Its dreams and encounters with supernatural beings offer a unique and imaginative perspective on the mysteries of the universe and the future. Is the fifth and final section of the pseudepigraphal text known as the Book of Enoch. It is a letter that is written by Enoch to his children, in which he provides moral guidance and warns them about the dangers of sin. the letter serves as a final testament from Enoch to his children, offering them wisdom and guidance for their lives. The book of the Epistle of Enoch begins with a greeting from Enoch to his children, in which he expresses his love and concern for their well-being. He then goes on to provide moral guidance, urging his children to live righteous lives and avoid the temptation of sin. Enoch emphasizes the importance of living a life that is pleasing to God and warns his children about the consequences of sin, which he describes as a destructive force that can ruin lives and bring about the wrath of God. Throughout the letter, Enoch exhorts his children to be obedient to God's commandments and to follow the path of righteousness. He encourages them to embrace virtues such as honesty, integrity, and compassion, and to avoid vices such as greed, envy, and lust. He also advises his children to seek wisdom and knowledge, and to strive to live in harmony with God and with one another. In addition to its moral content, the book of the Epistle of Enoch also contains a series of prophecies about the future, including the coming of a Savior who will bring salvation to the world. These prophecies are believed to have had a significant impact on the beliefs and teachings of early Jewish and Christian communities, and are often seen as foretelling the coming of Jesus Christ. The book of the Epistle of Enoch also includes descriptions of Enoch's encounters with angels and other supernatural beings, which provide insight into the beliefs and mythology of ancient Jewish and Christian communities. These encounters often involve Enoch being shown visions of the future or being given instruction and guidance from the supernatural beings he meets. Overall, the book of the Epistle of Enoch is a rich and multifaceted text that provides moral guidance and warns of the dangers of sin. Its prophecies and encounters with supernatural beings offer a unique and imaginative perspective on the mysteries of the universe and the future. There are two other texts that are sometimes referred to as Enoch, but these are not considered to be part of the same tradition as the Book of Enoch. The second Book of Enoch, also known as the Slavonic Enoch or 2 Enoch, is a text that was likely written in the 1st or 2nd century AD and is written in the Old Church Slavonic language. The third Book of Enoch, also known as the Hebrew Enoch or 3 Enoch, is a text that was likely written in the 5th or 6th century AD and is written in the Hebrew language. The dating and language differences between these three texts reflect their different origins and the different cultural and historical contexts in which they were written. The Book of Enoch is the oldest of these texts and is written in Hebrew, the language of the Jewish people. The second Book of Enoch and the third Book of Enoch are both later texts that were written in different languages and reflect the cultural and linguistic traditions of their respective regions. The book was widely circulated and highly regarded among early Jewish and Christian communities. It was quoted and referred to by several early Christian writers, known as the Church Fathers, who were influential in shaping the beliefs and teachings of the early Christian Church. Some of the Church Fathers who quoted or referred to the Book of Enoch include Irenaeus, Tertullian, Clement of Alexandria. In one particularly interesting case, in his second apology, Justin Martyr again referenced the Book of Enoch and the parallels between it and the Greek gods. He argued that the Book of Enoch provided evidence for the existence of one true God, as it described the deeds and punishments of the fallen angels, who were often depicted in Greek mythology as gods. Here is a relevant excerpt from Justin Martyr's second apology, for they say that Dionysus was torn in pieces by the Titans, and Apollo by the Python, and that other gods and demigods, who are called Titans by the Greeks, were in like manner destroyed by the gods themselves. And the fables of all these gods, who were once worshipped by the Greeks, but are now held in execration, are, as we have already said, the works of those demons who, being wicked and unrighteous, were cast down from heaven by the good angels, and became the authors of these fables to deceive men. And those who were held in honor by them are named demons, such as those who were called by the Athenians Eumenides and the Furies, and by others daimons. And that these wicked and deceitful demons, under the name of gods, are still worshipped by the Greeks, and that their mysteries are still celebrated, is not to be wondered at. For they honor, as gods, those whom they call curers and averters of evil, and they worship the gods who have become demons. In this passage, Justin Martyr is again pointing out the parallels between the Greek gods, who were worshipped as good, and the fallen angels described in the Book of Enoch, who were punished for their sins. He saw the Book of Enoch as providing evidence for the existence of one true God and as being in conflict with the Greek pantheon of gods. Thank you so much for watching our video on the Book of Enoch. We hope you found it informative and interesting. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We have many more videos planned on a variety of topics, and we would love for you to join us on this journey. In the future, we plan to do a deep dive into the Book of the Watchers. This text is particularly fascinating and contains some of the earliest known references to angels and the fall of the Watchers. We hope you'll join us for that video and many more to come. Again, thank you for watching. We hope you have a great day and we'll see you in our next video.